All right, Lemonade review time. We're here with Gudgroove. Man, I really appreciate you coming on.
Of course, man. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah. So you're a DJ, you're a producer. Mm-hmm. You're, I would say, upcoming, but I mean, you've done a lot. You've been everywhere. You've met everybody. Like, how's that going for you?
I mean, it's insane. Like you said, being upcoming. Like, I'm still learning a lot of things. Taking as much advice I can get from some of the big names I've known. So it's been a cool experience, just, taking it all in, still upcoming, still playing these shows, still trying to make a name for myself while I'm also learning and taking a bunch of stuff in from other people.
Yeah, that makes sense. So Joey Wagner, your dad, I think he's one of the smartest, hardest working dudes ever. Mm-hmm. What are some things you've learned from him?
I mean, when it comes to, my music project, he tries to, keep distance and just let me do my own thing. But when it comes to the business side of things, I mean, growing up around him, I would just watch him network, shake hands, and I've learned so much from that because I think one of the most important things in the world is meeting people and networking. So I always say, it's about the hands you shake, not the grades you make. So just learning how to talk to people and present myself to other people that I don't know. One simple conversation could, be the start of a strong friendship. So I've just lived by that, and I've learned that from him since I was just a kid.
100%. Yeah, like I said, I think he's one of the nicest dudes I've ever met, and he does a lot for a lot of people. So he's a cool dude to have. You did recently kind of like a single, or you can call it what it is, with E the Prophet.
Yeah,
I thought that was amazing. I thought you guys did a really good job on that. How was that? How did that collab come together?
So it was actually a funny story. We knew each other through social media and mutual friends, but he had no idea I was working on this song. So the vocal sample comes from one of his originals called Bluegrass.
Okay.
And it was my final week of college. I had a bunch of finals coming up and stuff. And I was super stressed out. So I was just all right, let me go in the studio, get some peace of mind. And I was kind of I didn't know what I wanted to work on. So I called one of my best friends, Willis. And I was like, what should I do? What do you want to hear? He was like, bro, remix some E the Prophet. So E the Prophet's been a huge inspiration to me since I was sixth grade middle schooler, because I was listening to him back then with some of my other friends. And I heard that vocal sample in an original. I just remixed the whole song. And then I heard that Baby Hold This Gigi, put it in that Louis bag, that core hook throughout the whole song. And I took that, pitched it up 12 semitones. And that's how we got the high pitched sounding vocal on it. And then I sent it to E. I was like, yo, what do you think about this? He was like, bro, this is sick.
Yeah.
And so ran it through some other people. I sent it to my dad. He was like, this is sick. He sent it to some other people. They're like, bro, this is nuts. Then eventually we got locked in with my record label, Breakaway. And they loved this song, and they pushed it out for me, and we dropped it through Breakaway. So it was a sick experience with E. He's been a huge inspiration to me since I was a little kid. And getting to work with him and get to meet him, shoot together, work in the studio with him, it's been sick.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm a big fan of him too. So seeing you two to get together, and that song's addicting. It really is. Yeah. I think it's a really, really good song.
Yeah. It's banger for sure.
All right, we had to flip the angle because it just started pouring rain. But no, just being in Louisville, especially back in you grew up around a lot of stuff that was coming up in 2018, 2019. And Louisville really became a hub for a lot of stuff, and I think your dad would attest to that. But you saw a lot growing up. What does Louisville mean to you? And do you think that's really made your sound? You know what I mean?
Yeah, Louisville will always be. I'll never take Louisville for granted. It's a beautiful city. I wouldn't trade Louisville for anything else. I love the people here. The amazing spots here, the food here is great. The scene is just awesome. Obviously, Derby time, best time of the year. Yeah. I wouldn't trade that for the world. But I would say growing up here, it's really evolved me as a person. I've kept my close friends close to me. I always go back, talk to my old high school teachers, stuff like that. Just the little things that, made Louisville special to me. I always, try to run back into stuff that I wish I was doing more here in Louisville. But when it comes to the sound thing, that's a hard thing to say, because where I'm at right now is I'm trying to find my lane where I want to go down and the sound I want to keep making and the guys I want to fit in with in the music industry or the electronic dance music industry.
Yeah.
And being in Louisville, the dance music scene is very minimal. We don't have a lot of dance music here. So it's been hard, but it's also cool because I feel like I'm doing something special for the city. You know, there's some other special guys here in the city like Jake Blue, Jason Leach, Morris Code that have been some good friends and mentors of mine throughout my whole journey that, you know, are bigger names in the dance music industry here in Louisville. So it's been cool to connect with some of the guys that are also trying to do what I'm doing, bring up the scene in the city. But yeah, that's one thing that I'm just trying to do is, you know, expand the music and expand the dance scene here in Louisville. And another guy, Kyle Hawley and Tim Helfrich, they got the new Coco's House opening up tonight that I'm playing at, which is the first EDM club Louisville's ever had.
Nice.
So I'm super excited for that. So EDM is just growing as a genre too, like around the world. Dance music is probably the hottest genre in the world right now. And right now would definitely be the time if you're an upcoming producer, you're starting making music to get your foot in that door and go down that lane.
Yeah, no, I love that because, you know, being here in Louisville, you do have your own lane, you do have your own sound. Louisville's obviously just where you grew up, but, you know, I mean, you've been all over the world. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just part of it. What made you really get into DJing? You know what I mean? Who were some people you looked up to in that lane? And also, what was the thing that was like, yeah, this is me, this is what I want to do, and this is what I want to pursue?
100%. I was just on a podcast, so I told the story, but I'll break it down a little more on here. When I was growing up, my mom is a huge rave mom. My mom loves electronic dance music. So I grew up always listening to like OG Diplo, Tiesto,
Nice.
Who else? Chainsmokers, all those guys. So like I've always had dance music coming in and out through my ears throughout the years. So I feel like that 2015 to 2018 era was strictly dance music that was on the radios, and a lot of people like don't understand that's just music to them. And they don't see it as dance music. So once I understood that, like I was like, wow, I've been listening to dance music my whole life, you know? But I would say the one thing that really like what made me become a DJ and making music was my senior year of high school around November, I think it was. Me and like five of my best friends went up to Western Kentucky University, and we went to this frat party, and this guy named Abu, he was a senior in the frat that we were at, and no one was running aux at this party, and there's like this little intimate dance room with lights and stuff, and he's like, yo, you want to take aux? And I was just like a 17-year-old kid at DuPont Manual High School at this frat party with all these 23-year-olds, 22-year-olds, and they want me to take aux. It's like, I don't know, it's the kind of stuff they like.
I'd be freaking out.
I hopped on the aux, and I was just playing banger after banger, and like I saw being in control of the music, like it made me passionate. Like I loved seeing that how my songs that I'm playing, whether it wasn't even my song, I had no clue what I was doing. I was playing music off a phone, but the fact that I could watch every song that I play off a phone create an experience for other people, I fell in love with that. I became passionate about creating an experience and an environment for other people that they can enjoy and tell stories about maybe later longer down the line for them. Like, oh my gosh, I was at this party and we had a great time, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But after that, I came back home and I looked more into DJing, like TikTok and stuff like that. And one of my best friends who plays division I football at Drake, Willis Knopfsinger, he had this old like little DJ board sitting around. It was a piece of trash. I still have it to this day. I'm gonna frame it in my studio.
That's what he said.
He gave it to me, and I just started messing around on it, figuring out how to like DJ, looking up like softwares and stuff to learn. And I started uploading like mixes on TikTok, and they were terrible. But like I was going to play college baseball. Like everyone knew me that I was going to play college baseball and stuff like this. So I'm just uploading like random DJ mixes on TikTok, and they're like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Right.
They're like, I was getting made fun of. I was getting grilled.
Right.
Everyone was like, "You look like a clown. Like, what are you doing?" Like I was uploading corny mixes on TikTok, right?
Right.
But I kept doing it because I just loved it so much. Like I loved like mashing up two different songs, getting creative with different songs. So I never knew you could really do that. Like I never knew like the real creative process behind it. So it was cool to learn that and share it to other people, whether they liked it or not. But after that, a mentor of mine named DJ Vice came in town, and he's big. He's one of Diplo's best friends, and we went out to lunch, and he told me, if you want to make it in the music industry, if you want to start DJing, you have to start making your own music. You have to learn how to produce. So that night, I went and downloaded a trial version of Ableton, which is what I make my music on. And I shut it immediately. I was like, what am I looking at?
Right.
It was a bunch of just stuff everywhere on the screen. It looked like an airplane cockpit. Yeah, it looked like an airplane cockpit, right? So I shut it. I was like, I can't do this. And then like over time, I was like, this is really what I want to do. So I just opened up Ableton again. Opened up Ableton again. Started grinding YouTube tutorials. About after 6 months, I dropped my first remix, and it did crazy numbers overnight. Because it was all just algorithm based on SoundCloud. Because SoundCloud, you can like bootleg remixes up there.
Oh, nice.
So, and it just like hits like a For You page on SoundCloud and stuff that recommends it to listeners. And it was like a remix of a super popular Don Toliver song. So I remixed that, and it did some crazy numbers. And that's when I loved like getting the dopamine, I guess, from like seeing all these views and creating music that other people want to listen to.
For sure.
Like it was cool to see people listen to my music. I think it has like over 100,000 streams on SoundCloud now.
Wow.
So like the fact that like 100,000 people listen to my music and it creates an experience for them, like I was saying, that's what it means to me. Like that's why I do it. So
yeah. No, that's sick. That's sick. Doing it for the people, doing it as like I'm giving this to you, I'm giving you art. That's awesome. I feel like you've made tremendous strides already in your career with this. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? And like, what's a big goal for you, pretty much in your head on that lane?
Yeah, I think about this question quite a lot. 5 years, 10 years down the line. 5 years down the line from now, I want to be like a stable, full-time touring artist with a solid community and fan base. Touring, playing the festivals, making music, doing cool collabs with some of my dream artists.
Yeah.
But honestly, just, obviously helping the people around me, keeping them stable, making my music for other people still. Grow a bigger fan base, tour the world for my fans and play shows, create more experiences, just, do this like for real, like do it like, I would say like I'm doing it pretty for real right now.
Right.
Like I'm full time right now. But like take it to the next level in the next 5 years, like really be, one of the guys in the industry. So
yeah, no, I definitely like that. You're definitely on the right path with that for sure. So today we are at Danny Mac's and we're doing Lady J's. This is the regular lemonade. We reviewed the strawberry peach with James Savage.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if you know James Savage.
Yeah, legend.
Yeah, and then we did the regular strawberry with Hayes from the KY. I don't know if you know him.
I don't think so.
And so basically what we do is from a scale of 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, anything in between. Is it sour? Is it sweet? Can you drink with about anything? And we'll rate it on that scale.
All right, cool. You ever had this before or no?
I have not had this.
Okay,
no.
cool.
So this will be my first time trying the original. Yeah. Do you like lemonade?
I love lemonade.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
That's pretty far. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's gas.
Yeah.
I'm liking that.
It's very smooth. It's not like it's strong, which is how I like my lemonades. But it's very, very fresh.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It tastes like you're saying, it's very smooth. Like you can taste. Obviously, it's lemonade, but it feels like a different version of the regular lemonade I'm usually drinking, like Minute Maid. Like
exactly.
It doesn't taste like your average morning lemonade. Like it's a lot sweeter. It's bitter.
Yeah.
But like you're saying, I feel like you could definitely. This is something you could probably drink with more things than regular lemonade.
I was gonna say drink with about anything. Yeah.
Is it something I could casually sit down and have a glass of?
100%.
Instead of just drinking, regular Minute Maid.
Yeah.
No diss to Minute Maid. I love my Minute Maid lemonade.
Hey,
but,
you gotta be honest with the people. Gotta be honest.
But this is great. This is phenomenal.
So on a scale of 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, anything in between, what are you gonna rate this lemonade?
I would give it honest like an 8.7.
8.7?
8.8, 8.9 in that range.
Dude, that's a really good score.
Yeah.
Was this your first time reviewing lemonade?
Yeah.
That's like a vet score. That's
what I'm saying. Like I don't really drink a lot of lemonade, but this is definitely better than most of the lemonade I have. I would say like my go-to lemonade is the Chipotle Minute Maid.
Yeah.
Eat it with my bowl, smacks. But I feel like this make my meal a whole lot better.
Bro, Chipotle
I'm not even saying like trying to hype this up because I'm on the interview. This is real stuff. Gas right here. Lady J's regular. Let me put you on. Gas.
Shout out Lady J's. I thought that was a great score. Really good score. Man, it's going to sound like I'm like copying you, but like I'm going to give it like an 8.6.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a really good lemonade.
It's really solid.
So if you added the strawberry, all those other flavors, definitely bumps it up.
For sure.
Really good lemonade.
For sure, yeah. I would like to taste like a strawberry version of this, or like a peach, something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be insane. I guarantee you they make some if they made some sweet tea, it'd be gas too.
Fire.
Eddie J's.
I bet that'd be fire.
I love
for
my
sure.
sweet tea. Nice Arnold Palmer.
Yeah.
So I
Mix
go
it
for
in
it.
between.
That's my stuff. So,
Yeah.
for
Dude,
sure.
I really appreciate you coming on.
Of course, man. Anytime.
Anything you want to say before we get off here?
Coco's house tonight. I don't know when this is dropping. I'll probably already played it by the time. But new stuff coming soon. A lot of new music. Gudgroove on all socials. Shout out to this guy for having me out. It means a lot. Lemonade is fire. Tap in with my guy.
Appreciate it, bro.
Got you, man.
Dude, good to go.
Love my guy.
You need anything?
No, I'll chill.
Cool.